Hi, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I will discuss how to transfer data from Android to iPhone. So, for those of you who want to know how, watch my video until the end. Apple always releases new iPhones, which can always attract the attention of many users. This is normal, considering that the iPhones released are always of high quality and never disappoint consumers. With all the benefits Apple offers, and never disappoint consumers. With all the benefits Apple offers, it's not surprising that people switch gears from other brands to the iPhone. For those of you who want to migrate from Android to iPhone, we have tips and tricks that you can do when transferring data from Android to iPhone. Before you start transferring data from Android to iPhone, you must prepare your Android device so that the transfer process is not interrupted. First, the battery must be at least 75%. If you want to transfer Android data to iPhone, you must ensure that the battery is 75%. When you transfer data, your smartphone will work harder than usual. Of course, this will drain the battery, and maybe your smartphone will overheat. If this happens when the battery power is low, your smartphone will definitely die in the middle of the transfer process. Therefore, make sure that your smartphone battery is at least 75% charged. Second, make sure you have enough memory. Keep in mind that the iPhone doesn't have external memory. So, you can only use the memory provided when you buy it. Therefore, you have to make sure that the memory on your iPhone is sufficient for the data on your Android. If your iPhone doesn't have enough memory, you can double-check the data on your Android and delete data that you don't use. Third, to transfer Android data to iPhone, the internet must be stable. Most people often forget to prepare their internet connection when they transfer Android data to iPhone. In fact, this is what can make this data transfer occur. Without stable internet, data transfer process will be stuck, because this process really depends on our internet connection. The faster the connection, the faster the data transfer process will be. So that the process runs smoothly, make sure that your internet is strong enough for the data transfer process. The first method is to transfer data Android to iPhone with the Move to iOS application. If you feel your smartphone is ready for the data transfer process, it's time for you to choose a method for transferring data. If you want to use an application from Apple itself, you can use the Move to iOS application. As the name suggests, Move to iOS is an application made by Apple for those who want to move their data from Android to iPhone. You can download it on the Google Play Store. Because Move to iOS is an application from Apple, you don't need to worry about paid limits. So, you can transfer all your data without spending any money. However, this application is very dependent on an internet connection. So, make sure that your internet connection is really stable before using it. The second method to transfer data Android to iPhone uses a Google account. If you have a Google account, you can use it to transfer your data. Of course, this can only be done if you have done a backup on your Android smartphone. That's my discussion in this video about how to transfer data from Android to iPhone. If you like my video, please like, comment and subscribe, so you can continue watching other useful videos. Thank you for watching.